Hello again, everybody, and welcome to 2025. I'm coming to you today with my January 2025 writing update and book release notification. And just so everybody knows why I'm this late into the month releasing this. I already tried releasing this earlier this month, but wasn't able to, so I'm releasing this now, even though it's a bit late in the month, because usually I try to do it towards the beginning of the month, but yeah, at least it's getting released, right? Uh, so let's talk about a few things in my writing that I think you guys should know about. The first thing is video blogs, YouTube and Rumble. For those of you are looking forward to this, I will be restarting YouTube and Rumble again. I was looking to push it off into April, May, June. I got vetoed. So we're starting early. It wasn't the way I wanted to start, but we're starting early. So also, I will not be running a set schedule this time, because last time I had a set schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I tried to maintain that. But that just caused me way too many problems. So caused me too much stress. And my life's already stressful enough and busy enough as it is. So my goal at this point is, if I have content to post, I'll post it when it's available. And, not like on a set Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule or anything like that. The exception to that is if I have something that has lots of parts to it, like I've got my intro to writing tutorial that's going to be going up there. I haven't got the latest things done because I promised you guys some AI stuff. How to use AI effectively in writing. That's coming. I've still got to record that. I still got to put that together. That's a bit more work than originally anticipated. So when that's done, I'll post it. I will post the rest of what I already had done, because when I paused it, I wasn't all the way through my series. I still had a bunch more to post. So when I resume that, I'm going to pick back up where I left off at. So you're going to hear different sound quality. You're going to hear the old squeaky chair, which thankfully that's been gone for a little while, but so you won't hear that on anything news. You notice right now you're not hearing that anymore, because that one's gone. That one fell apart. And so I finally bucked up and went and got a new chair. So anyways, those will be coming out. I'm going to be releasing the audiobook for book 1 of the Offworld Chronicles. I will be releasing a number of short stories. I think I've got about 15 in total. 9, I think, are done. Just need audio recording on them. And the rest of them either need to be written or cleaned up or finished, just stuff like that. Those will just kind of be released as I finish them. And that include, with the ones that are already finished, that's just a matter of going in, recording them, and then posting them. The other ones, like I say, still need to be finished up and edited and stuff like that. Those will be released when those are done. What this means, though, in the bigger picture of things, is there will no longer be a Short Story Fridays. Because, like I said, I'm not going to do the schedule, and Short Story Fridays falls into that schedule. So, basically, there will be no consistent time and date for the release of these, with the exception of, like I say, if I have large blocks of stuff. So, like if I have, or when I start working on Offworld Chronicles, The Race, and The Race is book 1 in that series, you will hear, or you will see the postings come out as I finish it. And if I get ahead of myself, or I've got 2, 3, 4 of them kind of backed up, then I'll probably schedule them. But that would be the only exception, other than maybe one other exception, which would be like if a particular post has to come out on a certain day and time, then it'll get scheduled. But in general, I'm not going to. I'm just going to roll with it, because I'm doing this for fun. And if I start going back on schedules, it sucks all the fun out of it. It just makes it a miserable, horrible slog through the mud, and I don't want to do that, and you guys don't like that, because then that lowers the quality of what I'm producing for you guys. So, okay, I'm going to be a little irregular and spontaneous, but, we'll deal with that. Point 2, AI voices. For those of you who absolutely hated the AI voices I was using, you'll be happy to hear that I'm not going to be using them anymore. I mean, I might still have a few things to use them on, but they're going to be very, very rare. In general, though, I'm going to be reading them myself. And I know I said that I wouldn't because you don't want to hear me read them, but yeah, I got overruled. God said I need to do them, so I'm doing them. So yeah, I don't have a choice in this matter. As much as I don't want to, because I don't feel myself as that great of an ebook reader. That's what he told me, so that's what I'm doing. Anyways, so like I say, for those of you who hated my AI voices, you're going to cheer, because I'm still keeping the AI voices because I use them for my own editing, so I can hear for or listen for mistakes and stuff. But as far as the stuff that's coming up on YouTube and Rumble, that won't be a thing anymore. Anyhow, publishing update. The Amazon print editions for my books are still a train wreck. The funny part is the pocket guides; those are all fine. Absolutely no problems with them. No issues whatsoever. My fiction and fantasy novels, yeah, total train wreck. But only the print editions, which is really super strange. I found out some things about why that is. I won't air those out. Let's just say that's not for publication. I'll leave it at that. And no, it's not Amazon's fault. That's one thing I found out. It's not their fault. God already said he's going to deal with it for me, so I'm just taking hands off. I'm going to let him deal with it. And when it gets sorted out, you'll know, because they'll start appearing on Amazon the way they should, with the right covers and the right information and everything else. Until then, bear with me. If you need to buy the print edition for any of my books, I would point you towards Barnes and Noble for right now, because their listings are fine. It's Amazon that's broke. So I would direct you to Barnes and Noble for right now until Amazon gets their stuff sorted out. And I know you guys prefer Amazon, or at least a large number of you do. So I know it's an inconvenience, but hang in there. It'll get sorted out. Let's see. One of the other publishing updates is that I've released at my After Offworld 3 book, The Rise of Offworld. That's the third and final book in the After Offworld trilogy, which is an epilogue trilogy to the Offworld Chronicles. That now completes the entire series. You have the original 7 books, plus you have the 3-book epilogue trilogy. That's all released. I do have 2 books in the planning stage, and I say planning because I haven't really gotten too far with them other than just the base idea. I haven't fleshed them out or anything. But if I run with them, I will have up to 2 more books for the Offworld Chronicles universe. And both of them are good books, and one of them especially I'm really looking forward to is called The Children of Ember. You guys will just adore that one. I've got a lot more idea built out on that one, but that one still has a lot of development to do on it. The other book is The Guardians of Offworld. If you read The Rise of Offworld, you'll see some of the characters that will be in that book. And there will be some established characters. There will be some new characters. It will be a whole new fun adventure. This is going to be, the events of this are going to be post After Offworld 3. I say that because if you look at book 2, there's a flash forward 150 years, which is kind of funny because Children of Ember occurs after the events of The Weirs of Offworld book 2. So, hey, I'm not going to be doing a book for that's after book 1, Homecoming, because there's nothing else to talk about after Homecoming. So that one's like completely done at that point in time. The Children of Ember happens after Offworld book 2, and the Guardians of Offworld happens after book 3. So, anyways, I'll leave it at that. My events for 2025-2026. I have none at this point. I do still have WizardCon, because I promised my friend I would do that, but I'm on a moratorium from God as far as the rest of it goes for conventions and events for 2025. And for 2026, up until I'm told otherwise, conventions are off the list. That doesn't mean all events are off the list. Just conventions. 2025 is all events except for WizardCon. 2026 is the only restriction is conventions. So I could explain that, but that would take way too long. So I'll just leave it as I only have one event for the next 2 years at this point. As more come available, I will let you know. But I wanted to at least answer the question of why my event schedule is really thin. It's not my call. So, anyways, anyhow, moving on. Magefall progress. That's my next book series. I've got 7 books confirmed that are going to be in that. Possible 4 more beyond that. I also have, through the process of writing out all my notes and working on my rough drafts and stuff, have created, inadvertently, it wasn't my original intention, but it's just how the notes and the writing and stuff came together. I have 3 spin-off books. Presently, those are A Quester's Journey, The Tower of Endless Quests, and The Armchair Empire. Now, the difference with these is where Magefall is built around comedy, primarily. I mean, there's some action adventure, fun gaming, and fantasy type stories in there. They're kind of interspersed among the humor, but it's primarily humor. But then there's some fun gaming stuff in there, so it's not all laughs and LOLs and yucks and all that kind of stuff. There's some fun, exciting adventures in there. A couple of one of them I can think of off the top of my head is The House of the Crystal Chalice. That one I've got that. I already roughed that one out. That's a really, really fun one. It's basically Rod, Kite, and their teams plus Bomer and Kyler. And you'll meet Bomer and Kyler. And trust me, you're going to love Bomer. She's a hoot. But it's the 8 of them working together as a questing team, because normally questing teams are 16 people. They're only 8, but that's just how good they are, so they only need 8. And it's a special event. It's one of those pop-up events like you see in some MMORPGs. That one's really fun. I've got another one. I'm trying to remember what that one was. It's like something Ravager. I can't think of the name of it. Just grab this real quick. I should have had this already picked out. Just 1 second. Oh, that's why. Yeah, just a second. I'm getting there. Oh, The Day I Met a Ravager. That's what it was. Yeah, that one's a fun fight. Just regular fantasy trope. But it's a fun fight. Basically, what it is you got a group of legendary players that go up against a Ravager, which the backstory to that is up to this point nobody else has beat this character, and this is another one of those little pop-up games that's within the Magefall universe, and that is just battle royale. You guys will love that one. And one other one that's similar to that is Am I Really the Final Boss? And I know all 3 of these center around Bomer, but the fight isn't just Bomer. She's the muscle, but the fights include everybody else in some major or minor capacity. I think though, Am I the Final Boss is pretty much just Bomer. I mean, the others are there, but they're kind of incidental characters, and the main fight is with Bomer. But like I said, once you get to know Bomer in the series and you get to see her, you're going to love these fights. And those are my 3 favorites right now of what's coming up, or the parts that are coming up. There's other fights down the line where you have Rod and Emma and Mesa. They're one team, and some of the fights they go through. And then you've got Kite, Sarah, and Bogery. They're in different fights. Sometimes you have just the 6 of them. Sometimes you have Kyler mixed in with Bomer. Sometimes you don't. There's solo fights like I get to show off in later books how each one of the different characters, the 6 main characters, because Bomer's got enough fights of her own, so I don't have any standalone fights for her that gets mixed into this part. I mean, there's other standalone fights for her, so these are just to go in and highlight, like Rod and Bogery and all of those guys like that, and they are some just epic fights. You'll love them. But they're, like I say, they're more traditional fantasy adventure type fights versus the LOL haha, laugh out loud stuff that's in the primary Magefall stuff. So, but like I say, you'll enjoy them. They're lots of fun. And like I said before, when introducing Magefall, it's a excuse me, on my throat. They are, it's a parody on MMORPG gaming. And, in RPG gaming, you guys love, not just the LOLs, but you love the action and the adventure. So there's action adventure, there's humor, there's touching moments. Because, if you've ever MMORPG gamed, you get that whole range of stuff. So why shouldn't the novel have the same thing? You're gonna have your good moments, your bad moments, your funny moments, your sad moments, your adventure moments, excitement, and and victory and challenge and all that. So that just kind of covers the whole gambit of stuff. But yeah, I mean, still it still keeps to the parody dynamic that the series is built on. But there's so much in there to enjoy that you guys will just love it. Anyhow, that's the end of the update. I don't really have anything else. And this update's actually surprisingly short for what I normally do. I'm only at 17 minutes. Yay! Okay, anyways. Yeah, I'll leave it at that unless I think of something else. If I think of something else, I'll come up with or I'll post a small update just to bring you guys up to speed on that. But beyond that, that should be all of it. If you as usual, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, things like that, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Thanks.